Hello world and welcome to the next video. During the first presidential debate, President Trump and Joe Biden discussed violence and the military. Let's watch.
In terms of being more violent, when we were in office, there were 15% less violence in America than there is today. He's president of the United States. It's on his watch. And with regard to more divided, the nation can't stay divided. We can't be this way. And speaking of my son, the way you talk about the military, the way you talk about them being losers and being and just being suckers. My son was in Iraq. He spent a year there. He got the Bronze Star. He got the Conspicuous Service Medal. He was not a loser. He was a patriot, and the people left behind there were heroes.
Really?
And I resent.
Are you talking
like
about
hell.
Hunter? Are you talking about
I'm
Hunter?
talking about my son, Beau Biden. You're talking about Beau.
I don't know Beau. I know Hunter.
Yeah,
Hunter
you know
got
Beau.
Hunter got thrown out of the military. He was thrown out, dishonorably discharged.
That's not true. He
For
wasn't dishonorably
cocaine use. And he didn't have a job until you became vice president. Once you
None
became
of that
vice
is
president,
true.
he made a fortune in Ukraine, in China, in Moscow,
That is simply
and various
not
other places.
true.
He
My
made a
son,
fortune.
My son,
and he didn't have a job.
My son, like a lot of people we know at home, had a drug problem. He's overtaken it. He's fixed it. He's worked on it, and I'm proud of him.
But why was he given tens of millions of dollars?
But he wasn't given tens of millions of dollars. That is totally discredited.
We've already been
totally discredited.
It's true, violence is spiking around the United States. It's gotten worse. President Trump decided not to respond to that point. And in fact, when Joe Biden accuses him, as have the allegations come out, that he has called the military losers and suckers, President Trump actually did not deny that. Former VP Joe Biden said that his son, Beau Biden, was not a loser, was not a sucker, in a very impassioned speech. Trump had no way to attack that. So in fact, he went very low and pivoted to Joe Biden's other son, Hunter, and he attacked Hunter concerning his mental health. Now, the truth is, everybody's family has problems, and you can criticize them over that. Donald Trump's family has plenty of scandals available to dig into. Some arguably are worse than scandals involving Joe Biden's family. But the key point here is, it doesn't matter what's going on with the president's family necessarily, because the president's policy decisions are independent of what is going on with his family. If we're going to weigh two families against each other, we have to look at all of the scandals involving Trump, all of the scandals involving Biden. And there's a lot from both of them. I would tend to lean that there are more on the Trump side of the family with their interwoven business dealings and arguably taking bribes from foreign governments via stays at hotels in order to get favor with the US government and President Trump. Doesn't mean there's nothing at all going on with Hunter Biden, but President Trump decided to specifically attack based on Hunter Biden's health. Tons of families go through this problem where people face addictions, and it tears families apart. It's a very terrible thing to go through. You can look on it on somebody as a flaw, or instead, you can look on it as a struggle that someone had to overcome. And I think a lot of people watching this saw a really, really disgusting attack on Joe Biden's family from a president who is becoming unhinged, truly just grasping at straws, frustrated with his own administration and worried about his chances and clinging to power. Now, I get it. Some people are tired of this normal political talk where everyone is very polite and correct. That makes sense that people would be tired of that at times because politicians do lie. But among the politicians that lie, President Trump is number one. He can't go a few moments without spewing a fake statistic or making up a story or repeating a story from a completely fraudulent publication. The fact of the matter is, violence is getting worse under the Trump administration, and people are on edge. People don't want this violence to be going on. They want something to be done. And every response is leading to more violence. And President Trump is endorsing violence on many occasions. He told the Proud Boys to stand by and be ready to respond, essentially. This is not normal. We should not pretend it's normal. Take your protest to the ballot box. Vote. If you like my coverage, please do like, comment, and subscribe.